Good morning, guys. We have the brand new Z Fold 7 here, and I'm going to be doing a day in the life review for you guys, bringing it all throughout my day. We're going to take photos, test the AI, see how I actually like using a foldable for a day. This is also my first time testing out a foldable for my day in the life videos, so I'm really excited for that. I'm going to be showing you guys how I work from this device, how I take photos, what the camera quality looks like, a vlog test, gaming on this, and editing. I'm really excited because of how thin this device is. I don't know if you guys can tell, it is literally as tiny as a bobby pin. I've done comparison videos on my TikTok. I'll show it here. It's crazy thin and light. Like, look at this. You're probably wondering where I am. This doesn't look like my house. I am currently at my lake house, and it's gonna be such a beautiful, nice, cozy day, cozy vlog, testing out this new device. So let's go. I feel like I should show you guys how I customized my phone. I'm super into productivity, and I feel like this phone is perfect for that, for multitasking. I'll show you more of that later. I think it looks so good. We have my little Croatian heart here. Going to Croatia in a few days, so that's exciting. It says our local time and our home time. It has the weather on the screen, and then also on the front it says weekend insights. So we have our now brief, which you guys already know about. On the weekends it changes, so I like that because I feel like I don't have as much scheduled, so it's more just chill. Like, we have morning clouds, some pollen increasing, whatever. But then we have, here's some recommendations you might enjoy for Spotify, which I love that they add here. It's recommended me listen to Klapa Intrada. It's a Croatian chill vibes music, which I really appreciate. The phone is actually like a regular phone, just on the screen like this, and in my hand it doesn't feel too thick or weird. It also is like a good width that it feels like an actual phone size, if you know what I mean. I feel like previous generations were a little thinner, where this one I can fully function like this. But if we open it up, this is what I have done. My left screen, which is when I close it, my first screen, we have our Netflix, just all of the apps that I would normally use right here. And then on this side, we have search on TikTok, post on TikTok. I think editing on this is going to be really cool, so I have that here for when I want to film a TikTok. I feel like this is a perfect little setup I got going on. One thing I did notice right away, you can barely feel this, like obviously a tiny bit, but you can't really see it. I think you guys can see it more than I can because of the glare of the screen. It's not that noticeable that if I'm sliding like this, like, it really doesn't bother me that much. But hey, it's just the morning. We'll see how it feels throughout the day. It's also very fun to close and open. I do think if you have long nails like me, it might be a little harder to open because there's no like groove here. I wish there was a little tiny groove right here so that I could open it easier, because I feel like I have to stick my nail in between and open. Okay, not really. I don't have to stick my nail in between. I also downloaded a bunch of games for us to play together. So if you swipe up, we have all of our apps. So I got Uno, Block Blast, Word Search, which I actually played on my flight. We got offline games just because I was playing on my flight. And then Asphalt. I downloaded the Kindle app on here so you can read a good size to read on. So that's gonna be fun to test out. Let me go on the patio and hang out and test some features with you. Let's go. Most of my day in the life videos are always me running around exploring a new city with a new device. Today's gonna be really nice because it's chill and calm here at the lake. We're gonna start the morning off reading, and this phone screen is so large that I feel like I don't need to bring a book or Kindle with me when I'm traveling or at a new place, because it's bigger than my hand to be able to read on, and the font is pretty large. So let's start our morning reading, and I'm going to tell you what it's like on this device because I'm intrigued, but also don't know if I'm going to have the best experience. Now, because this phone is so light, it's very easy to hold in my hand and just click like this to change pages. It's bright enough that I can still read outside in the bright sun. Like, it is pretty sunny straight on my screen, and it's very easy to read. I do love how thin this phone is because if I'm reading, I can just prop it like this and it doesn't bother my finger. It's definitely lighter than my Kindle, lighter than my Kobo, or than a regular book, so I can plop my finger like that. It doesn't like put pressure on my pinky. I can just easily tap through and read each page. I do feel like I'm reading more and reading faster because it's just in like chunks like this. I really like it. This is really nice. I can just bring my book anywhere because it's on my phone. Sometimes if I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring my Kindle, my phone, my whatever, so many different things. But here I can just add a little bit more reading time. If you have it on full screen like this and then just move your phone, you can read 2 pages. You put it back flat and it's one big page. Guys, this is so calming. This is so different than my everyday, and I really like it. It is definitely a really nice reading experience and such a calm way to start my day. Knowing that I can read on a larger screen on my phone or just even look at things on a larger screen is really nice. The peak brightness is 2600 nits, so in this blaring sun coming in in the morning, it's very easy to read still. And I'm enjoying that. The only difference between a Kobo or Kindle is that this screen is like glossy finish, whereas Kobos and Kindles, they normally have a matte finish, so it does make it easier to read. But with the peak brightness, it's not bad at all. It's also nice because I can just turn off notifications when I'm reading too and not get distracted by anything. It's a really nice, calm way to my day. Maybe I should start reading more in the mornings. I'm also going to be taking a ton of photos today because my view is just so pretty. Everything's so calm and nice here at the lake. Now, as someone who takes a ton of photos and videos and edits literally 24/7, I'm eager to see what I can do with this phone. So let's take some pics as we're walking around. Oh yes, and this is a 200 megapixel main camera, so we're gonna get some awesome pictures and videos today. Also, do you notice how thin it is even with the camera jotting out? Like, that's not bad at all. Now, for me to actually want to use a new phone, it needs to have incredible selfie camera or back camera capabilities when taking photos of people and locations, because I'm always traveling and I'm always taking photos of myself, taking videos, so that is a big thing. So throughout the day, we're going to be taking pictures. I'm going to go over them with you all tonight to see which ones we like best and if they're actually worth it. Switching to a fold is a big deal, but I feel like there's a lot of potential for me. Now, this is such a change for me to not be in a regular office space or traveling somewhere, so it's going to be really chill to do my emails and work from here right now. We're doing it as cozy as possible. That's why I'm sitting on the floor. Let's do some emails. I know it's a Saturday, but I gotta get some stuff done. So I'm just gonna sit here with the pretty view in the sun on my new device. Now, something that takes a few minutes of getting used to is that when you have it on full screen like this, flex window open, when you're trying to type, it splits the keyboard in half so that it's easier for you to type. It's supposed to be easier. I feel like it's a little difficult at the start. I was messing up, but now that I'm typing a lot faster. It feels like my fingers need to be close together, but it actually feels fine typing on the sides. I might have to type more and more to get faster because I'm super fast when it's closed like this. With a larger screen, I am a little slower, and I suspect I'll be faster the more I do it. You know what I mean? I kind of have to change the way I type because when I write cat, K-A-T, I usually put the T with my right finger, but now I can't. I have to do it with my left finger. So that's something different, but it's definitely something you just gotta keep practicing at to be better at. It's not like a big complaint, you know what I mean? It's totally fine. It's just something I noticed. It's also so much easier to read through emails. You look at it like you're looking at it on a laptop, which I appreciate a lot more, especially when working on the go or not on my laptop. I love being able to see everything full screen, photos, images, just like how it's supposed to look on a laptop, but on your phone. So multitasking on this thing is probably one of its selling features. Let's see how many apps we can put on at the exact same time. So we have our Instagram. This is what Instagram looks like, by the way, on here. Huge screen. And now if you want to watch reels, you just go like that. Hey, like my own reel. Love that it's full screen. You can see so much more. You can zoom in too. Okay, if we want to add in another app, we go like this, go here, and now let's add TikTok. So we just go like this, add it to the side. So what's very interesting is that, not interesting, but like really cool, is that I can be scrolling on here and here at the same time. Like, what, girl? Now let's add in more. Pinterest. Up here, we got 3 things going. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, What else? Add in Gemini. Put it right there in the middle so we can ask Gemini something as we're scrolling on multiple things at the same time. Okay, can we add in anything else, or is it going to just keep us at 4? Oh, right here. Oh my gosh. Okay, look, I can just keep going. Oh, to add more right there, and you go like that. Oh my goodness, this is cool. I can resize like this, move things around by that. Okay, cool. And you just click on this to like exit stuff, I guess, right here. X. Like that. Split screen. And look how fast and easy it is to just resize things. Let's do it. Wow. I don't know if this is going to be better for my multitasking or if I'm going to be doom scrolling more. Maybe a little bit of both, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm impressed with how quickly I can move things around and how quickly I can like change how big something is. That's really, really nice to do, honestly. And I'm here with my mom.
Good morning.
You guys probably remember her from my Lisbon vlog.
Paris
D23, but today she doesn't even know it yet. We're actually reviewing day in the life of my Z Fold 7. Yeah, you just open it.
Very light. Ooh. Oh, it's really sleek.
Sleek.
When are we taking pictures on this today?
We're gonna take some pics and videos, and I think we're gonna explore the town. We're gonna go get our favorite, what are they called?
Butter tarts.
Butter tarts. We're gonna go get our favorite butter tarts and coffee. All right, let's go get some butter tarts. These are our beautiful award-winning tarts and some coffees. I'm gonna try the plain. It's still warm. It's like actually hot. Cheers!
Oh, it's so warm and buttery.
That melts in my mouth. I think I thought of a cool way we could use Gemini. Let's see if Gemini will teach us how to make these butter tarts.
That would be incredible if I could replicate this at home.
I'm gonna take a picture of the whole box. This is my picture. How can I make these award-winning butter tarts? They are very buttery, perfectly flaky, and delicious. So turns out there's actually no service here or Wi-Fi here outside because
We're in the valley.
we're gonna wait till we get home, but I have my photo loaded in Gemini for that. Let's enjoy this for now. Cheers. We are home with internet. So we asked Gemini, how do we make these butter tarts? It literally says everything. So image shows a container with 6 different tarts, which appear to be butter tarts. It says, we're gonna do a classic Canadian butter tart recipe. And then it also says optional add-ons, raisins, pecans, chocolate chips, dried cranberries, how to prepare it, like absolutely step by step by step. It can tell that some are lemon, raspberry jam, or chocolate, and then asks us if we want to learn how to make that too. Okay, I don't personally want to learn how to make it because this place is pretty darn good, but it's good to do actually because hey, you know, I'm not always near this place, so maybe I should. Or to make it for someone who can't come here. I don't know, just a cool little feature. It's also nice because I feel like with this device, it's such a large screen that it is made for Gemini. Like if you're gonna use Gemini Live on here especially, you wanna have it on the full device. Let's try another Gemini feature. So I wanna show my mom Gemini Live.
I love doing puzzles, and my puzzle that I just started yesterday is here on the counter. We thought, let's see if Gemini can help.
Yeah, look, that's such like a random thing, but I feel like it could work. Now Gemini's listening. Hey girl, what's up? Can you help me do this part of the puzzle?
Let's get those deer put together. It looks like you've already found some of the pieces, so let's start by grouping them together. Once we have all the deer pieces grouped, we can start putting them into the puzzle. How does that sound?
Okay, sounds good. Do you think like this grouping is good, or should I make them into like smaller groups?
It might be easier to sort them into smaller groups. How about we start by finding all the pieces that have a dark brown or black color? Those will likely be the deer's body.
I can't believe how helpful this is.
Okay, wait.
This is shocking.
Let's try to do some of the pieces of the puzzle. Let's start right in this corner.
Okay. Let's start with that corner. It looks like there are some pieces with a bit of blue and white, which probably go in the sky. Let's start by finding all the pieces with those colors and see if we can build the corner of the sky.
Okay, I paused it. Great. Now let's try to do this puzzle and then use Gemini's help a little later on. I don't want to use Gemini to fully do the puzzle because like that's the fun of it, but I feel like it's cool for like the grouping aspect, right? I didn't think of that. I feel like our groups were good, but clearly we have some work to do. Let's do some of the puzzle. These are our gigantic groups. We got to do better to impress Gemini. But something with a little bit of blue to finish off the sky. So anything here that has a bit of blue, let's try to find. So I found this one that's has a little bit of blue, and I think it will fit. Oh, there we go. So my mom thought of a really good idea.
Can Gemini help us catch a fish?
We will see. Let's go outside and show Gemini the lake, see what we can do, see how she can help us. What's the best way to fish on this lake? How can I be better and catch something good today? I'm looking for a bass.
Lake Wabisa is known for its bass. To catch some good ones, especially largemouth bass, try fishing around those docks and the weed edges. Bass love those spots. Early morning or evening is usually best. Do you have any lures or bait you're planning to use?
I do. Want to take a look?
Sure thing.
It's middle of the day, so we're going to have to come back at night, but I'm going to ask Gemini which lures and rods we should use. But it said some really good advice that I think we're going to take into account after. Let's go inside. All right, this is what I have.
Okay, I see a few different lures there. The blue and silver one looks like a good option for bass, especially in clearer water. You could also try the one with the spinner, as that might attract some attention with the flash and vibration. Are you planning to fish from the dock or head out on the lake?
Fish from the dock.
Fishing from the dock is a great idea. Since you're targeting bass, try casting near the dock's edges and any nearby structures. Bass like to hang out in those spots.
This is all really good advice, and my dad's not here right now to give me that advice, so thank you, Gemini. I think we're gonna go fishing later tonight, but my mom mentioned that there's a really fun festival or competition going on in town, so I think we're gonna go to that first. It's gonna be a surprise, and we are going to vlog that on this device. Now, I love that I can put my phone like this and film easily. Like, I don't need a tripod. I can just use that. So cool. Look at this. One side is my old video here playing, and one side is me filming myself. Okay, wait. Let me try out something else. I wanted to film myself with the back camera. I can do this and stand it up, film myself like that. But I can also do it like this for sideways. Okay, that's pretty cool. You just gotta position it in a perfect spot and stand it up and film myself like that, but I can also for sideways. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now I just found out that I can do dual record, so I'm recording myself right here, selfie mode, but then also the back camera for like some double recording feature. Let me try to do that right now and insert the clip. Hello, I'm currently dual recording. This is what it looks like, selfie camera and back camera. This will be cool for some reactions, day in the life stuff. What do we think? We can also use the rear camera, these ones here, and film myself like that, so we have way better quality. Instead of using the 10 megapixel, we can use the back camera, so it's better. And we can see what we're actually shooting. Oh my gosh, the quality is crazy. Look at that. We got our poutine with pulled pork. That looks incredible. Let's see if we can get the details with this camera. Damn. That looks really good. We're gonna do a poutine taste test. The birds are going crazy. They definitely want this. Seagulls. Oh, no. Spilled. All right, cheers. Cheers. Pulled pork makes it so much better. Look at these little guys. How cute are the babies? Oh, this is with 10x zoom and 12x zoom and back to normal. So I just got back from swimming. It's so nice and warm outside. Now I'm just going to edit some footage on this device and see how it feels editing on a larger screen. So I do feel like editing on this larger display is very easy. You can obviously zoom in and just move around things very quickly and easily, and I do like that it is larger. I feel like it's going to be harder to go back editing like this as opposed to on the huge screen like that. It does take a little bit of getting used to because you have to use both hands. Everything's just a lot bigger, but I feel like I can be a little bit more precise exactly where I want to make the cuts and exactly where I'm trying to zoom in. And I do like viewing things on a larger display. I feel like that's actually so useful for editing for sure. And now when you're editing photos, let me show you a really cool feature. Okay, so say we're editing this photo. Here's a selfie of me. I want to do maybe one of these filters like this, turn up the brightness, right? Okay, contrast a little, awesome. And now we save it. So you can actually see so much more when we are editing. If you click on face effects, you can see the smoothness, and a lot of times when it's on a smaller device, you don't really see until you zoom in, but right here I can be like, because it's such a large device, I can see, okay, smoothness, let's only add like half. Tone, we can change it, and I feel like it's a lot better and easier to edit, especially when you're doing maybe like Photoshop sort of stuff or erasing things from the background, like fixing blemishes right here. Let's fix a blemish on my nose, and then we can turn it down. Like, I feel like it's so much better on a larger device. I know photo editors and professional editors are going to do that on their desktop computer, but now I feel comfortable doing it on device because the screen is so large and I can see so much more. So like, let's take away a little bit of the hair there. What's this? Background blur. And I love it. I'm impressed with this for sure. Now, I got a lot of questions on my TikTok of people asking me, will it be difficult to switch from iPhone to Android? The answer is yes and no. You have to try to get used to it. Like, it's going to take a few days for your finger motions to remember things, or even like the swipe features and how the apps look, or where the gallery is and things like that. But what I love about Android devices is the customization and how you can really make it look exactly how you want and move things around a lot more than on my iPhone. But because it's new, that makes it fun. That makes it interesting for me to download new apps, try different features, and just, I don't know, it's such a cool experience because it's this large, you know what I mean? One thing I do think they could improve on though is I have a bunch of apps open right here on the large screen. Okay, so say I have 2 apps open like this. I want, when I close my device, that it automatically shows up on here. It brings me back to the home screen, and then I have to go and, reopen my split screen. I wish when I just open and closed it, it would automatically do that. I think that is something that they'll do. Oh, actually, it did open it. So wait, if I start with it like this, split screen on this screen, and then open it, it's there. But if I close this, it like thinks my phone is turning off and I have to, turn back on home screen and then go and click on it. So maybe there's a way to do that in the settings actually. Maybe like if it's like not auto lock. I don't know. I find myself switching from open to close mode based on where I am and if I'm using one hand or 2 hands, if you know what I mean. Now, one thing I do notice is that all day I'm definitely using it like this as opposed to closed. I feel like it's just so much more fun when I have the entire screen, so I'm opting for full screen majority of the time. And I feel like you guys would do that too, especially on your first day testing this device, because how often do we get a phone that's that large, Battery check, it is currently 6:20 p.m. and it is at 36%. I think it is at 36%, not only because I've been using it all day, but because it's been trying to connect to the internet and data and service all day long. It's been very spotty, so that could be why the battery's so low, or I'm just not impressed by the battery, but I'm definitely think that is the reason why. Now I want to show you guys some of the photos I took today. I was standing right here and it's actually of the Canadian flag right back there, so I zoomed in a bit, and I really like how the ripples of the water look. If you zoom in, you can see the details. The details in the Canadian flag look so crisp and clear. I like the colors. I think it looks great. It's definitely something I would post on my Instagram story or in a dump. I do feel like the background looks a little washed out. I feel like it looks a little better with my eyesight. Yeah, I think I would have to edit this photo a tiny bit to make it more warm and more true to life, but it looks pretty nonetheless. Now the next photo, actually, I like this. This is my paddleboard, and I was paddleboarding earlier. The colors look fantastic. I love this picture. I think it's perfect. I don't have to edit it at all. If you zoom in, you can see all of the like wood details. You can still see the Canadian flag in the background. Everything is bright, crisp, and clear. This is a perfect picture. And now this is just a chicken that was running by me. But I took this photo to show you guys how we can do the eraser tool. An eraser tool on Androids is honestly elite. So you just click on Object Eraser and I can select my little chicken and see how it looks. Erase. Oh, there, looks so good. Like it's literally perfect picture without it. Like it just erased it perfectly. Now I'm going to keep it with the chicken because I think he's really cute. Now these are two pictures I took of the sunflowers. I'm really impressed because the sun is coming in from behind the flower and it still puts everything in focus and great color. Sometimes the photos get washed out like that, but this one looks awesome. The yellows are so poppin'. You can see like the little hairs around the flowers. I really like this picture and I'm going to be posting that on my Instagram story immediately. Now the next one is a little more close up and I took this photo because I want to show you guys the detail. Like this wasn't a macro shot, but just a regular picture walking by, like the wind was blowing the flower and it still looks absolutely perfect. I didn't even notice there's a bee on it. If I zoom in, you can see a little bee. How cute is that? Really pretty. I love all the different colors of the yellow and orange. It's so perfect. Now, this is a zoom photo using 100 times zoom of a sheep that I saw. I don't think this image is that good. Mind you, the sheep was moving. My hand was shaking a little trying to get that stability, but it does use AI to enhance the photo when it is zoomed in a lot. So that is a good thing. This picture is meh, but I'm not really going to post a picture that used 100 times zoom, to be honest, anyways. This was just for a tester. And now this was just a picture of all the sheep, and it's a really nice one. I think it looks good. I would definitely edit it a little bit to brighten up the colors or maybe throw a preset on this so it's more cinematic or like vibey, but I think it's a great picture. Now I want to show you the selfies. That is probably most important for me when I'm choosing a device that I want to use on the daily. So with the main selfie camera, 10 megapixel selfie camera, this is the picture. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's the best selfie camera I've used. I think that it kind of washes my skin out a little bit. So I wish that that could change. But because we can use this camera and see ourselves in the back camera, I would always use the back camera for selfies on this device. And this is this photo. This is probably one of the best selfie pictures on a phone that I have taken. Honestly, I feel like this device and the Flip take incredible selfie photos because you can use the back camera. I think it looks so good. The color's always popping. My skin looks perfect and the colors are really, really nice. You can still see all the details. If you zoom in, you can see the details and like the folds of skin in my eye and my eyeliner. Like everything is so in detail and the colors pop and they're bright. If I'm going to choose a device to take selfies on, it is going to be my Fold or my Flip, hands down. Would I take selfie cameras with 10 megapixel selfie camera? Probably not, because of how amazing this back camera is. So for that reason alone, I will be taking all my selfies on this or my Flip 100%. Now, something that's also important is that your photos are optimized for social media. So I just posted a Instagram story of that perfect picture of the sunflowers on my Instagram story. When I look at it with my Samsung Z Fold 7. It looks incredible. The colors are bright. It looks just like it does on my gallery app. But when I look at it on my iPhone 16 Pro Max, the colors look dull. And that bothers me so much because on my Samsung it looks perfect. But then when I look at it on my iPhone, it is not as bright and perfect as it is on my other device. So that's kind of annoying. I hope that that gets fixed and it's better optimized for Instagram. However, when I posted it on TikTok, a lot of the comments were saying that the camera quality looks fantastic, and I agree too. I think it is definitely a step up from the 6 series, both on the Fold and the Flip. It looks much better, much brighter, and much more true to what it actually looks like straight from my camera roll on this device. So that is good news, but there's still some work to be done there for sure. I think because I'm in such a calm and serene setting, I want to play games that are chill vibes. So I'm doing a word search here, and it's really nice. I like just sitting here playing on it, having a full screen. It also is nice because it doesn't bother me that I'm holding a phone. Sometimes it's a little heavy, I feel like, or if I had an iPad, it might be a little heavy, but this is so thin and light. It feels like nothing, honestly. It doesn't bother my pinky holding it up. So it's really nice. Really fun little mini gaming sesh, whereas I don't have to go in my house and get an iPad or get my laptop or something like that. I can just open up my phone and start playing in my games or reading like I did this morning. So I thought it'd be fun if my mom came and played the word search with me. This is what it looks like. Isn't it nice that it's on such a big screen?
Yeah, and I love the colors.
Yeah, it's so vibrant, right?
Wait, is this timed?
No, it's not timed.
Oh, that's good.
It's a calming activity. Ooh, level done. On to our next one. I have this thing downloaded called offline games because you guys know the Wi-Fi situation here. But yeah, they have ping pong. What's this other 2-player games? Let's try that. Play versus a friend. All right, this is so cool. Okay, we have to look at each other and do it. So this is what it looks like, and we're gonna go against each other right now. This is our new gaming setup, and I feel like it's really good. Okay, we got a nice view of the lake. We have our game here, and we can just play each other. Let's try something like chess. All right, I love how this looks. I gotta show you guys. Wait. Okay, guys, look at this. When you take a photo, it now shows up on the left screen right when I finish it, and I can actually go through the pictures I just took. So cool. Which rod do I want? I think this one. All right, me and my mom are going fishing. We better catch something because Gemini taught us. Let's get it. Wish me luck, guys. By the way, this is shot on the Z Fold 7. Let's zoom in. It's so pink. Now, can my mom catch one? I think she will. She's a pro fisherman.
I'm a better angler than you.
Yeah, pro fisherman over here. All right, I have to practice patience so that I can get a fish. And if not, I'm waking up early tomorrow and going back out there. Okay, I haven't had any luck yet, but let's ask Gemini a few more tips around here and see what she says. Maybe I'm not doing something correctly, or I could just improve something in my fishing. Let's see what she says. Where should I go to cast and try to get a fish around here? What's the best spot?
Based on the video, it looks like you're on Crystal Lake in Ontario. It's known for lake trout and smallmouth bass. You could try casting near the shore for bass, or if you want to try for lake trout, you might need to go a bit deeper. Would you like some more detailed information about fishing in this lake?
Where is the best spot at this time of night?
At this time of night, you might have the best luck near the shore, or around those docks. Fish often come closer to the shallows in the evening. Do you have any lures you'd like to try?
I do. This is what you recommended to me earlier. What do you think?
That spinnerbait should work well for bass, and the soft plastic grub is great for a variety of fish. Since it's evening, you might want to try a topwater lure too. Ready to cast. Or should we talk a bit more about your options?
Okay, cool. Thanks. That's good. Bye.
No problem. Have fun out there.
We're gonna go try over there, which is where my mom actually told me.
I did. I recommended under the docks, where there's a fallen structure.
Okay, well,
Let's try.
Go catch me one. Let's go.
I know.
I got my dad here. He said he's gonna catch me a fish. So unfortunately, no luck fishing, but that's okay. It's currently 9:30 p.m. and my phone is at 5%, so I plugged it in. Now before bed, I do want to watch some Netflix. It already looks really cool. I might watch actually Ginny and Georgia because I am actually in the town where Ginny and Georgia was filmed. So maybe I can spot some of the filming locations. Let's do that. So we actually can watch like this, zoomed in. It does cut off like the edges and it's just going to be like what's in the center. But I feel like that's fine. I don't know. It depends on the show maybe, but I feel like this is cool to watch on. So I'm just going to lay sideways and watch. And also because this is so thin and light, it's very easy to just prop up against a little bit of blanket. So easy. I'm literally watching it like this. Now, this device gives a really good TV or movie watching experience. Whether you're watching in your room or when you're traveling or even in an airplane, I think it's great. I don't usually watch shows on my devices, maybe if I'm in a plane, but I feel like with this larger screen size, I'm way more inclined to, and it's fun to just whip it out and be able to have that big screen, whether it be for movies or games or just editing things on a larger device. Very useful for me. Now I'm gonna go to sleep and then give you guys a full overview of what my thoughts were in the morning. So good night. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I want to give you guys a quick overview to finish up this video and let you guys know what I thought of this device. Now, I absolutely loved gaming on this with my mom, playing those like chill little games was so much fun. I also love being able to multitask and have a lot on my screen. I do use it way more with the screen open like this because there's just so much more I can see having multiple apps at the same time. It's awesome if you're working. If I have like Pinterest on one side, then maybe like notes on the other, so I can get my ideas and still write down my thoughts. I really like that a lot. I also think editing on this, whether it be photos or videos, is very useful. It's gonna save me more time and I feel like I'm able to get a little more precise because I can zoom in so much and see everything on such a large display. Now, I do feel like this is very durable. Even though it's so like paper thin, it feels very durable. It's also not too slippery that falls out. And I do think though it's a little tad bit hard to open, and I know that's because I have long nails, so I kind of have to jam my fingers in like that to open it. But if I didn't have really long nails, I don't think that would be too much of a problem. Now, I leave for Croatia in 2 days, and I feel like this is going to be the device I bring with me. The camera quality is fantastic. I'm already used to using the S25 Ultra, so having the same camera is great. Being able to take selfies with the back camera is also a huge plus, especially on vacation. I know I'm going to get the best quality photos and videos. I'm also going to be bringing my iPhone 16 Pro Max and this one. Like, these will be my two devices while I'm away. I know that this is going to be great for watching TV shows or movies on the plane or in Airbnbs or hotels. Maybe I won't have to bring a laptop with me because I love the email setup on here. I was able to see so much and it just feels more similar to working on a laptop or like an iPad, which I really like. And I'm also excited to whip this out and play games with my friends. I feel like they're gonna be very impressed and think that it is so cool. There's so many more apps I want to download and continue like testing out and playing around with. I fell in love with this after using it for 1 day. I can't imagine how I'm gonna feel after a week. So if you guys want to see more long-term videos using this device or how I use it when I travel, let me know. Oh, also I'm excited to use the maps. Like, imagine just having full screen map on here and being able to like find my way around where I gotta go. I really love it. Am I switching to the fold side? I'm such a flip girly, but now after using this, I may be leaning towards a fold. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do a little comparison video of the two also. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my relaxing day in the life vlog. I'm gonna go for a swim and try to catch fish. I feel like I'm gonna catch a fish and I'll let you guys know when I do. All right, bye.